you here today some 10 years ago. How did we start? There's a guy named James Ibori, who was the governor of Delta State, that we'd been monitoring when we started our website, saharareporters.com. And we monitored and found out I had a $2.8 million apartment or house in London here. But he was living in a gated community. And we couldn't figure out how to get to the house. And Kayode Ogundamisi was sitting there, was in London at that time. I called him up and said, Kayode, how do we find out what is in this house that Ibori had? And he said, well, I don't know what to do, but we'll try. So he took a camera, went there, and he had to make some moves. Some of them will not reveal here today to you, and got into the house and met Ibori's mother-in-law in the house. And I think he pretended to be a mechanic and went to the garage, pulled up the garage door, and there was a Bentley sitting down there that has never been driven before. So we were the first to blow the whistle on Ibori, and we followed through until he eventually came and spent some time here in jail, some 13 years. I don't know how you do your jail calendar over here. In 6 years, he was back in Nigeria. But it wasn't Ibori's people that got me angry about how he was received back in Nigeria. It was the head of the State Security Services, DGSS, who said publicly, after meeting with Ibori, that our son had returned back home. And that's the DGSS appointed by President Muhammadu Buhari, who gracefully brought Ibori back home. In fact, if you saw the picture of Ibori when he arrived home, there were policemen, Nigerian policemen, jubilating upon his arrival to his house in a place called Ogara in Delta State. So I'm saying all these things not to poo-poo what Professor is saying, but to say that there are internal contradictions within the Buhari's regime's fight against corruption that makes you sometimes want to puke, that makes you feel that there's a lot of unseriousness or incompetence in the government. And of course, as you know, I guess after Buhari came to power in 2015 and saw how much had been looted, he himself became sick and had been in this country, in the UK now,